dedicated to the throwbacks. Like stealing shirt in 06, ECW, one night stand, I won't hold back. Like take the Batista battle in the backlash, 07 to one man stand. We'll bring it back to the days of Lord Alfred Hayes. Hall and Nash is made, Hollywood drops the lead. They say the days of old are the best though. That's why we bring to you Ring Rust Retro. Let's go.
Alright guys, it's time for another edition of Ring Rust Retro. This time, our buddy George Cruz, he's like, guys, I want you to go back in the time machine, back to 1999, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Not the actual murder event. Brandon Galvin, I'm sure some of your family loosely associated with that. But what we have
for favor would not fly today, by the way.
No, of course not. No. He's holding the rose with blood coming down his hands. He's clearly on steroids. There's a lot of problems here.
They won't even use the name Armageddon anymore.
He couldn't be Killer Cross.
What they say, Elimination Chamber.
They couldn't do War Raiders.
Not in Germany though. They don't say it there.
No, that's right. It's the don't do that, Chamber. We can't say that. I don't know what that accent is.
This is why we get names like
Spanish Germans.
This is why we get names like Fastlane.
George Cruz said, I need you guys to cover this. He went to patreon.com/ringrustradio. BJ, what did he do from there?
Yeah, he went to the retro tier and then emailed us, ringrustradio@yahoo.com, with the pay-per-view he wants us to cover. He's like, yo, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It's good for Valentine's Day. And we're like, yo, it's good for when big shows announced for AEW.
Yeah,
we actually knew about the retro way before we knew about Tall Paul.
As Tall Paul, legitimately, we always do this. If there's got to be a weird synchronicity for it to not have a what the hell's his name? The guy we're always covering.
Billy Kidman?
Billy Kidman. If it's not Billy Kidman, it's a weird synchronicity. That's our code. So let's get into this, Mike.
Sure. It's fucking St. Valentine's Day Massacre, 1999. I'm watching Stone Cold kill Vince and trying to punch Triple H's dick to old-timey music, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. Like it's no
This
way
is
out.
why we got Great Balls of Fire so many years later. Vince went back to the well.
No way out. Remember when AJ Lee tied Daniel Bryan to the track?
Yeah, that's true.
I love that one. I love that one. That was one of my favorite posters for a fucking pay-per-view ever.
Yeah. This opening video package is so good.
It's not.
Yes. And then I hear Michael Cole and I'm sad.
Yeah. Oh.
I was hoping it was
JR.
If one man had to push JR to the side, it had to be a real man's man, and that's what we got with Michael Cole.
That's very stupid. We got a hot opener here. It's Goldust versus Blue Dust, aka Blue Meanie.
I did actually love this whole thing.
Really?
When I'm watching Blue Dust make his entrance, I'm getting Donnie vibes.
Yes.
And
I
I
was
think
never a fan of him.
When you tell your wife, I'm going out to work on the car, babe, I feel like this is what you're actually doing. Right?
Just doing the gold dust thing back and forth in the mirror? Blue dust.
Yes.
Yes. That's not do you think that's something I'm hiding? The whole family knows about the blue dust.
During this match, Cole mentioned something about a possible political career for King.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine the fucking dirt that would have come out if that happened?
That's why it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Because I'm pretty sure he fucking fucked a 16-year-old or something, then got away with it. But allegedly, yeah. So
I don't know.
Well,
she looked 18.
What are you talking about? The spinning toe hold from Blue Dust, where he shakes his ass and humps Gold Dust's leg.
Mm-hmm. I was honestly fucking Terry Funk was in all of it.
I will say Blue Meanie had a pretty nice moonsault, but he missed
He's got the Meanie. Blue Meanie is a joke character who's fun, but he's a true wrestling fan, and I honestly love hearing him talk. His podcast is actually really good because he's super smart.
I felt like his dong was gonna pop out on the finish.
Should have just let it hang loose.
But the way Goldust was grabbing on his tights.
Yeah, he did.
Goldust won anyway.
Crowd was super hot though for the ending with the Challenge Dreams.
You know what I always thought? When he would do that in a match, how is that not ever a DQ? Kicking him in the dick.
The old line, hey, I was kicking the turnbuckle. I was getting dirt off my shoe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to catch some dick. You know what I mean? It's not his fault. It's a long dick. It's not my fault.
I grazed the dick.
Yeah.
Next, we get one of the greatest hardcore championship matches of all time.
Yes, this is one of the ones where you look back and you're like, wow, this happened here.
I remember watching this as a kid to this day. Al Snow versus Hardcore Holly.
I remember. What are you, BJ? Remember these fucking random matches that you definitely don't remember?
It's from 1999. I was fucking 10 years old. I remember.
Literally one of the greatest and most memorable moments in the Attitude Era.
Right. Chair shot to the head within seconds, though.
Yeah. So listen, you gotta protect yourself.
Those still are tough to watch now, knowing what we know.
Nah, I'm fine with them.
Tough to watch. They just kept throwing shit at each other's faces from long distances in this match, too.
It's a good fucking strategy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely sucks though if you paid to be in the arena and you just have to watch this on the Jumbotron. But at home,
I disagree. And also,
fun.
you're the one who fucking keeps advocating for fucking cinematic matches while you're sitting in the stands. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't. Not when I'm sitting in the stands.
Adam Cole said Al Snow's been wanting to get to the big show in WWE, so foreshadowing.
Yeah, he knew it. He knew it.
They fucking fight into the Mississippi River. Legendary moment.
The best part is they can't get the cage unfurled right away, and he just fucking Hardcore Holly goes, "Fuck!"
Fuck!
Like, really, it's awesome.
And Al Snow laughs when he's hit with the street sign by Hardcore Holly.
Yeah. He laughs the whole the whole fucking match, and honestly, I don't know if it's because his character's crazy or he realizes he's getting paid fucking a lot of money to do the shit.
Yeah. He's having the time of his life.
Yep.
He's like, man, I was Leaf Cassidy a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now I keep talking about head, and everybody keeps giving me head. It's great.
The one time where Hardcore Holly breaks that branch over Al Snow's back
And hits the camera.
That was fucking solid. That had no give to it at all.
Nope.
That had hurt so
I'll
bad.
say this to you.
He goes, our cameraman's hardcore too.
This referee hitting his hand on any ground surface that's not a ring, it's like me during the email section kind of level of effort. He's like,
I feel so bad for Tim White. He's having to get on his hands and knees on like the concrete and shit.
Yeah, I feel bad for him as I'm watching these two men dunk each other in the fucking Mississippi
He's
River.
an old, out of shape man.
That's his fucking problem, dude. You're a referee. Carry yourself with some fucking confidence.
He didn't know he was gonna have to count on concrete when he took the job.
You just gotta assume the worst, dude.
This was a great finish because they eventually got the fencing all figured out, and he wraps Al Snow in the fencing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know they just went out and they're like, you fucking untangle that, you intern bitch. Hurry up, we got 2 minutes.
And then Hardcore Holly has to run all the way back to the ring.
Yep.
To
oh, honestly, dude.
Then they cut
with the ref! With the fucking referee who's fucking
He's
like...
White. He got his money's worth here.
He's fucking, small white.
After this match, we have a ministry promo, and it said it was a WWF.com exclusive, which we would always get pissed when Dolph Ziggler had a WWE.com exclusive.
I remember that shit, that period of time where he had his best work of his career on the fucking app that no one watched. I remember that.
I'm also almost positive that Undertaker said Valentine's.
He might have.
Valentine's.
He makes some mistakes in the words. He's like Braun Strowman in a lot of ways, dude. I'll say this to you.
In no ways.
I'll say this to you. Everybody who judged me during my Magic episode of Attention Horrors and said that I was weird or like, oh, that's kind of awkward.
Who said that?
I just want you to know that Undertaker did it too. So fuck you. We all do Magic. And Edge did it. You feel like Edge and Christian did it. And Gangrel, if you're a huge Midian fan, if you're like a fucking Big Daddy V. Come on.
I love this period though. There's so many factions. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, I love factions. It's very fun. I love warring factions. It always makes good fucking times. But with that said, for real, let's not underestimate Undertaker did Magic. It was just, hey Dave, did you hate this back in '99?
He definitely did.
Probably, yeah. He probably did.
I hate the way they're dark and menacing as Hot Topic becomes a major thing across the country. I fucking hate that.
So it wasn't New Japan. He hated it.
That's not true. He liked all Japan for a long time.
Yeah, he did like all Japan.
It was all Japan, dude. 4 pillars.
It somewhere in Japan.
It's 4 pillars, you fucking idiot.
Big Boss Man versus Midian is next. This is a huge match. Midian tells King to keep an eye on his eye, which is in a jar. Keep an eye on my eye.
Yep.
I just popped for that.
That's a BG level joke you just popped for, dude. I just want that on the record.
Poor Boss Man and Midian are getting boring chants.
Yeah.
They
Memphis, I'll say this to you. For sure, they're not wrong, but me and Memphis, we are not cheering for the same people. We are not reacting for the same shit, because multiple times in this night, I'm like, wait, who's heel and who's face in the storyline? Because they're cheering for the person that I'm against right now. What is happening?
Well, Midian is Donnie's body inspiration.
Yes.
I wrote here,
He aspires to get to that body.
Exactly.
I said, 1, Boss Man, incredibly underrated, and 2, Midian should not be rated. But I did say this. I said
He should be rated when he was Phineas Godwin.
I'll say this to you.
Yeah.
Midian
I remember hating this match so much.
Midian is not so bad. He's got nice hair, great tattoos, his body's fucking good. I bet you he's got a very average penis. Would fuck again.
He really does remind me of you. His hair is fucking disgusting. His tattoos are terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are a lot alike.
Here's an eye around. With
It looked like Boston was laying in those punches on him.
Undertaker would fucking love me, dude. We'd be part of the fucking. We'd be
He
Bone
would hit
Street
you.
Crew through and through,
No, he
dude.
would.
Bone Street Crew through and through.
I did
Man
like
at
it,
this
they
point-
reference.
Boss Man at this point has been using the Boss Man Slam as his finish for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Michael Cole just didn't even realize it happened.
Yeah.
Didn't even say anything.
Didn't need to, dude. I went unspoken.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Cool ending with
Industry
Undertaker.
beats the fuck out of Boss Man afterward, so I guess the corporation just doesn't care about their own guy.
Nah, dude, literally Vince is busy. They're all helping him get through things.
And then they abduct Boss Man. What is this, AEW?
I like it.
I still can't believe that led to one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time.
Yep,
Or
build
Hell in
up
a
to that
Cell
red hot
matches, at least.
Taker Boss Man Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Like, very
I loved
shiny.
it. When he hung him, I fucking loved it.
You loved that?
I did, yeah, I did.
You
You like that?
I did. I literally did, man. Also, fucking D'Lo, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, Mark Henry and D'Lo
Hell
over
yeah.
Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett.
I like.
Mark Henry bagged Ivory. How does he do it?
Well, Lawler says that Mark Henry just exudes sexuality. And I agree.
My favorite part is that at one point they just run down all the people who've been with Mark Henry in the last 6 weeks, and it's like 41 women. I was like, perfect. It works perfect for me.
Cole lies and says that Owen Hart said he never had a better tag team partner than Jeff Jarrett.
Oof.
Brett who?
Yeah, I'm
Bulldog
definitely poor.
Yoko Huna?
I wrote, rest in peace, Owen. This is not the way you should have gone out.
Yeah. The damn shame he never won a title.
What a waste.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
He should have been such a big star after the screw job.
Yep. He had that one match with HBK that
Michaels.
was great, and then they didn't capitalize.
No, probably because Sean's like, we don't need to do that. Get him out of here. He's just Brett Jr. He's gonna be spying. Get him out of here. You know, fucking.
these are
You
things
know,
you're saying.
it's HBK who did. No. You can
Yeah.
you can contextually go around and fucking figure that out. Because if he uses power all the other times, why not this time too?
You're sounding like Melts is what you're sounding like. You're just
Sounds like
making
I'm
it-
fucking right on the money, and most people would understand that, especially the lone voters, because we understand, you fucking piece of shit.
King makes a Wrestling with Shadows reference during this match.
Yeah. So, he knows.
So, trolling Bret Hart. Cole calls Jeff Jarrett Jeff Hart.
He does.
He sucks. Fucking sucks.
He missed it. A lot of sexism in all of this.
Why? Because they're trying to rip off Deborah's clothes all throughout?
Yeah, that's part of it. Also, just the fact that just the women are just there to do that. Ivory, a very, very talented
Very
female
underrated.
wrestler. She's just like, cool.
She's there to hug up on Mark Henry's dong.
Yeah, she hates it. I mean, she loves the dog. She probably just hates the fucking, that this is what they're making her do instead of wrestle.
Owen hit Mark Henry in the knee with a guitar when the ref's back was turned, and then Kyoto thought nothing of all these guitar pieces.
He didn't see. Nothing you can do about it. That's all. That's all.
Ivory couldn't get all of Deborah's clothes off after the match, so the crowd was very angry.
It's Memphis, dude. They're fucking angry as shit. Why is that? I hope that woman doesn't vote.
Yikes.
We hold on real quick. We go to we go to a backstage segment with Mankind talking about the attack earlier in the night of The Rock, right? And he's sitting there. He's like, I was training with Bob Backlund and the Sheiky baby, and you came up and attacked me from behind. I gotta respect that. And I was like, well, you gotta respect that. It was honestly, it was a great promo because he says you gotta
I think it
respect
was
that.
respectable. He's trying to get a fucking leg
Yes,
up.
he said, but here's the thing. You don't say that. No one says that in wrestling, but Mankind did. And he's like, I respect
If you're
you.
fucking real, you say it.
Yeah, Mankind was fucking, if it was anything, he was real.
I
And
love the randomness of him working out with Bob Backlund, Iron Sheik, and Dominic Danucci, though.
For real. I swear to God, that that was just them running up. And dude, The Rock was funny as shit the whole time. He's talking shit on him. He's like, I'm out of here. Well, you know what? I decided I'm not done whipping that ass. Back the fuck up. Who the fuck are you again? Back up, Backlund.
He's like, if you smell, you know the fucking rest.
Yeah.
Just beat the shit out.
Yeah, dude, it was really, really good.
Also, before the next match, there was this commercial where you could send in your satellite or cable bill and you get a free photo magnet.
Yep.
I want that fucking magnet, but I never could because of pirating. I had no bill to send in.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you meant now. I thought you were looking. I thought you saved it on eBay. You were about to spend $300 on it, like an asshole.
To be honest, after watching this, I did find it on eBay and I have it in my saved. I'm just keeping an eye on it.
It's
only at $20. It's not.
Oh, okay. So you're a fucking mark. You're still. I can't even. Go ahead.
What's the problem?
I can't. Go ahead.
What's the problem?
Nothing. You're a mark. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I don't spend my fucking money on
weed pens, car parts, and booze.
Pens,
Fuck off, dude. Fuck off.
I use it on Anaheim footballs, brother.
So we're both idiots. Let's go.
There you go. Next we got Val Venus versus Ken Shamrock for the IC title.
Yep.
Val plowing Ken Shamrock's sister and Shamrock snapping every time was like such an underrated angle. When you
it was seriously really fun.
The promo for this is amazing.
Yeah, it was him doing all the Val Venus stuff, and this all worked really well.
Yeah, this is how you start a blood feud too.
And this match was not bad.
Pissed off.
This match was not bad because Val Venus, here's the thing. Ken Shamrock, you think he would kill most people. But Val Venus was like laying in shots. So I felt like he stood toe to toe with him. And I really, really did enjoy this match in a weird way. It wasn't a fast paced match. It was plotting at a moment or two, but I felt like overall this was much better than I thought it was going to be.
At one point, Lawler says that Ryan Shamrock can't make a logical decision because she's blinded by the passion, and the same can be said about Donnie with AEW.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
That's very fair. My favorite part of this match, though, is Ken Shamrock yelling, "Slap me!" to the woman who then slaps him in the face. So.
He wasn't subtle, Ken Shamrock.
No, he wasn't.
Remember when he yelled at Kimbo during their not fixed at all MMA
Oh,
fight?
yeah, I remember that. Did
Billy
get
Gunn
high instead of doing an interview with us?
Billy Gunn was the special guest referee here for reasons unbeknownst to anyone, by the way.
He had nothing to do because, he didn't have anything to do that night.
The Big Valboski has a heart on for you.
I'll say this to you. Sean pulling his fucking strings even from the fucking sidelines.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
What does that mean?
No, you'll figure it out.
No, I won't. Tell me what you mean.
That's from Billy Gunn. He's in there because fucking Sean called him Vince up from home, and he was like, "Listen, man, I don't
know if Shawn Michaels and Billy Gunn were even friends at all.
Big time. Hey, Triple H vouched for him, dude.
Big time.
Anyways, what happened here was...
listen, you fucking... Can I say something, you fucking human waste of fucking space? I'm a Wrestling Observer newsletter subscriber, and my vote counts. I fucking decide these things. You can go back in history and see this shit. I fucking watch it with my eyes. You can live in this fantasy land. I prefer to live in a reality land. Thanks.
Cool. Ken Shamrock got slapped by his sister, and he honestly deserved it because he's trying to control her life, which is pretty fucked up. And then Billy Gunn does the fast count for the victory for Val Venus to win the IC title. Even with a fast count, he's a better referee than Nick Patrick and Earl Hebner.
That's very stupid. We get a Hebner later. Was it Earl? I thought it was Dave.
Huh?
Which Hebner do we get later? Is it Dave?
In the black jacket?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dave.
Or in the actual refereeing? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was Dave.
I don't think Dave was refereeing anymore at this point.
No, I think he was working backstage.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We get a commercial for a fucking Mr. Sacco here.
Yep.
They want $25 for a Mr. Sacco shirt in $19.99. That seems kind of high.
Well, okay. How much was it when you saved it to your eBay card?
I don't want a Mr. Sacco shirt, so I don't know.
You're such a fucking liar.
Okay. Chyna and Kane versus Triple H and X-Pac next.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Donnie.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh my god. As soon as he said it, I was like, this dude's a fucking dork. Anyone who liked DX at the time is a fucking misogynistic piece of shit. That's just a fact.
I literally wrote here, DX was awesome, great video package.
Yeah, I'm sure you loved when they asked all the women to pull out their tits too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you did as well.
I mean, everybody did.
No,
and Triple H bringing
it was problematic then.
So you thought Triple H was trying to hate each other and DX was over for them wrestling each other and shit? They'll have you fooled at WrestleMania in a couple months when they get back together.
Yeah, right?
This makes no sense, this whole angle.
1 month later.
Lady with the see-through shirt was hyped for Let's Get Ready to Suck It.
Yep. This storyline sucked. Triple H is so overrated, dude. And listen, I hope you guys are
Kane and X-Pac is amazing.
I hope you're yelling about, I actually do agree with that part. I hope you fucking yell about the tag team rules in this match, because this fucking match blew because of that.
I wrote great tag team match. I love the chaos.
I'm so glad that Shane
Unbelievable.
O'Mac brought some fucking life to this announce team.
Honestly, he was high on
also.
He was high on cocaine. There's no other way around that. Because he was jacked to the
He
gills.
just kept yelling, X-Punk!
Yeah.
Dude,
We
he
need
was.
him to do this now.
He was.
He got fucked up by
fired
X-Punk at one point.
That's why he sweats so much.
Yeah,
now,
they had a
dude.
match at WrestleMania, right?
Yep. That's where the whole charade came to an end, I think. With DX. Kane, at the end of this match, does the most devastating chokeslam ever, because it kept Triple H down for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll say this to you. This is one of the places I also realized me and Memphis aren't getting along tonight. They're booing Chyna and Kane. And I'm like, no, that's who I'm rooting for here. What's going on?
DX is one of the most fucking over things in the history of wrestling.
I mean, no, I think it's just because it's Memphis. There's a lot of inbreeding, and they love that kind of humor and comedy and stuff like that. Anyone who likes DX or was a fan of DX has also participated in some form of inbreeding, or their family has. Or their family has.
We get the Rock vs. Mankind last man standing match for the WWE Championship.
Let's go. First ever.
Yep.
For WWE.
The only way I would be pissed about this match if there was some sort of fuck finish.
This entire rivalry was just so good. They were such opposite ends of the spectrum. Everything worked.
It's crazy that later this year they win the tag team titles and we're friends.
True. It's also crazy that Mick Foley gets stuck in like a fucking nothing match against Tall Paul at WrestleMania.
Yes. I wrote
To
that
be
as
a
well.
special guest referee when
Fucking
he's in this
bullshit.
awesome feud all this time.
Hmm.
Adidas tracksuit is the perfect attire to go to war in.
I swear to God,
I do appreciate him not wearing his trunks.
I love that. I always loved when he wore
And
that.
Mankind just
gear.
wrestles in sweatpants anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, no, they're not sweatpants. They're fucking jeggings or leggings.
They're tight sweats.
Yeah.
He
was on the legging train before my wife was, which is early, man.
I do like Mankind starts his match with his back turned to the Rock. Like,
Yeah, I loved it. Those were great moments because it got Rock all riled up and then he got caught.
Yeah.
The Rock might just be the coolest person in the history of the world. Like, he even like has like all this swag when he's kicking somebody, like how he shakes his leg and shit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
Again, I
have a heart on for The Rock.
I'll say this. I watched the Rock show a little bit and I watched the interview about.
Oh yeah, I've watched it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I did a lot of wrestling references. It's a fun little like hat tip to you. But I was watching an interview with him, and he was talking about Bobby Heenan. So I know that with mentioning the name Bobby Heenan, he just understood. It's the Paul Heyman thing. He was performing for the person in the last row of that pyramid. Everything was so big. Everything was so over the top with him. And that's what I think made him so great. Plus he had amazing charisma, super attractive, and fucking funny as shit. Long dick, I've heard.
Agreed. They don't make shit like they used to, because at one point in this match, they're fighting the crowd, and it's incredible that this table holds them up as they're standing long enough for Mankind
Bro,
to
they made shit to last back in the day.
Yeah.
That table was from 1966. It didn't even matter. That's been in that Memphis pyramid. Never hosted a pyramid before. That was in there since fucking Jerry the King Lawler was fucking on the rise, brother.
Rock
love when they go
commentating
all
his
around
own
it,
match
yeah.
is still just one of the best things ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been part of his gimmick, just wrestling with a headset on.
Yeah. He just starts talking shit, singing on the mic.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite parts of this match, just a musical performance in the middle of the match.
Man,
Earl
that's a
had
back
the
body
blows,
drop.
by the way.
Oh, he always blows. Just
Mankind was down after getting his knee hit with the chair, and he just doesn't even count at all.
Let me say something to you.
That back body drop right off the announce table, it's fucking brutal. And the Rock
And
throws
the
fucking steps on
thrown
him.
onto him.
Michael Cole says at one point, Mankind may have hurt his leg. He's limping.
Oh shit.
And I said to myself, I was like, wait a minute, like, wasn't that the whole story? Like, before the match, he attacked his leg, and like, the
It
beginning.
was the match before, during, and after the match.
So, that's good, insightful.
This is a draw. Ends up being a draw that neither can answer the 10 count. But Rock wins the title next night, so score another one for promotional genius Vince McMahon.
I'll say this to you, and I mean this with the bottom of my heart. I don't know about any of that bullshit, but I do know for a fact that this medical team is the worst I've ever fucking seen. Because
what are you
they're
talking
like,
about, man? They loaded him up, got him in the neck.
they that Mankind sit up and shit. He's like checking my kneecap and shit. And they're like, your neck, my bro. Like, lay down. Fucking The Rock is just like jiggling his head around and shit like that. He's like D'Lo Brown and shit by accident. But then, like, it's even worse with Vince McMahon later. You think with the boss, they'd be like, oh, let's gently put him on this gurney. They're like, pick him up. He's like, they're like ragdolling him, dude.
To be fair, this was the time where they thought hitting somebody in the fucking head with a chair was okay. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
Just a little bit different. It's just funny to see it. You know what I mean? You say you flinch at the fucking headshots. I flinch at the medical coverage. The medical service provided. That's what makes me flinch.
Guys, it's main event time.
Hell yeah.
It's Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon inside a steel cage.
But before the match,
Black steel cage.
before this,
Yep, I miss that style of cage.
yes,
so
that's
good.
old school cage match. But with that said, I mean this. I miss live event blimps. I like those things. It's always fun when I see them. I would love to operate one.
Yep.
I've been watching for an inflatable WWF blimp for a while now, trying to get one.
I don't even doubt that that's true.
It's true. No doubt needed, brother.
Yeah, for real. If let's say hypothetically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone were a drug dealer. That's an ingenious way to deliver.
Inside a blimp.
No, not a blimp. Inside a promotional blimp. Like people are just like, oh, that blimp's definitely not doing drugs. It's doing Hardee's burgers or something.
It sounds like
Realistically, what were they dropping out of there?
I remember when I went to the
Coupons?
Spectrum one time, it was like a gift bag. They were just like gift bags that they dropped in with like little umbrellas and like a WB pencil and like.
Because they used to have that at the Sabres game too. Like I was like, man, I wish I could get whatever the fuck's falling out
My
of
dad,
that
I
blimp.
never got one of them for the Flyers game, but one time my dad snagged the shit out of a shirt shot from the cannon that was definitely meant for kids. And he was like, he like one hand over the wall, grabbed that shit, brought it back down and shit. I was like, damn, Dad, thanks. And he opened it up and he's like, this is my new shirt, dude, check it out. Go ahead.
So they're putting up the black steel cage, and do you remember when TNA was still putting up cages like this like 7 years ago, and it took them like 20 minutes?
Ring of Honor did it at the last pay-per-view.
I don't doubt it. I would never watch it because it sucks. But
legitimately, can I say something to you, Mike? And I really do mean this.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea of them building it because if you ever go to a show live and there's a cage match, they do that. And I get that's the intermission.
Even with the New Age cage, they do that.
Yeah, that's the intermission usually where they're like, hey, it's this pause. But I like seeing that part of it.
It's pretty cool.
I will say
it makes the match feel different. It makes it like you're more aware of like there's the ring and now it's enclosed. Like I see it being closed in.
Mm-hmm.
As we learn later, they fucked up the way they put this cage on, obviously. So.
Yes, they did. Somebody should have been paying a little more attention. It's almost like the debut of Big Show was fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. Very impressed with Vince's climbing ability.
Honestly, he's like a little fucking spider monkey, dude.
He's pretty nimble, yeah.
Huge spider monkey. Well, he's so jacked up on steroids, he can't feel anything.
I love how during this time, whenever Vince would like have a match, King would just like cream his pants over how jacked he was.
Oh my, dude, he is.
I know.
Listen, if you can't look me in the eye, say he's on steroids, and then say fucking John Cena's on steroids.
Oh, I can't say that. I have no idea.
John Cena. No, I'm saying you can't say Vince was on steroids because he is on steroids, obviously. But and then say John Cena's not like BJ does. Like, come on, dude.
No, he wasn't.
John Cena doesn't look at all like he used to. Why?
On steroids.
Stopped working out.
Now he's not.
He's never on steroids. Prove it, buddy. Prove it. You're a journalist. Prove it.
Okay.
It's crazy how highly anticipated this match was back in the day. Yeah. Just everyone wanted to see Austin beat the shit out of Vince so bad, especially after what happened at the Rumble.
What did King say that was literally the epitome of why this was the best angle ever? Hey, literally in this show, right? Weeks ago, whenever we did it, the Rivalries tournament. This was the best rivalry? No, it wasn't the best rivalry. You guys are idiots. That's right. Forgot.
The runner-up.
Yep. The runner-up. But King said it. He said, how many people out there, blue-collar people out there, just want to kick their boss right in their fucking dick? You know what I mean?
He's like the very crux of the rivalry.
Yep. It's the crux of every piece of country music And it's a crux of like every piece of animosity in the world. Like it's a very common thing, and it's animalistic, and it worked so well.
But it was also like throughout all of 1998, them just fucking with each other nonstop, and leading to, like, this is why I think it's like the quintessential Attitude Era pay-per-view, because you have Vince vs. Austin, Rock and Mankind, you have DX and the Corporation, the Ministry. Like, there's so many of those most
This is better than
angles.
WrestleMania 15.
This is easily better than WrestleMania 15.
Mm-hmm.
And primarily it's because of these past two matches.
Agreed. Vince is a fucking warrior. He's fighting through injuries. He's a complete badass. He's flipping off Stone Cold.
Hold on, did you mention Stone Cold fucking tricking Vince?
Yeah, with the knee injury.
That's the
playing
best
possum,
shit.
yeah.
So
that
good.
was great, dude. Fucking Stone Cold literally just outsmarting Vince to start the match, and then just pretty much on the offense for the rest of the time.
That psychology is pretty much better than anything in wrestling ever.
Yeah. And then when they go into the crowd and they're surrounded by fans, it's just so fun and chaotic. Like,
well, the thing is, it's a callback. It's a callback because he tried to lure him up there during the Rumble. But this time he fucking said, nope, we're going back down this way.
Yeah, because King's like, put him in the ladies' bathroom again, or whatever. Because that's what happened to the Rumble.
Yep.
So good.
Vince
is bomb.
Yes.
It wasn't even that bad. I don't give him any credit for it.
I mean, for Vince, he's not a wrestler.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Yo, listen, he's jacked. Don't worry, he landed on his back that's 4 feet wide.
Dude, he timed it and the position was perfect.
For not being a wrestler, like, at this point, he hadn't really had a real match. Really. Like, he had few little things. He was in the Rumble, but he was, like, not even in the match most of it. Like, I thought I was very impressed with how Vince performed this match.
Wow, really impressed?
I was too. It's fucking awesome.
He took an ass beating well. That's cool.
Sure did. That's important in wrestling.
Yeah. It is important. I said it's cool. I don't even know what the fuck you want from me, dude.
He said it like a dickhead, though.
That bump was awesome. You loved it when Kevin Owens did it.
And then poor Vince was getting taken away, but Stone Cold just wouldn't allow it to happen. Throws him into the side of the cage off the
and Stone Cold's laughing at him.
Yeah. But Vince keeps flipping him off and getting him to come back when he's about to exit the ring. Because Stone Cold, he doesn't want to have his pride hurt. But then, well, it's Tall Paul! Paul White shows up.
When does he become Big Show?
Not long after this, right?
Oh, yeah.
But this is why we waited to do this retro, clearly. We knew Tall Paul was on the move. Had nothing to do with anything else, so we just fucking knew.
Tall Paul. Dude, he sucked even on his first night.
Poor Tall Paul just throws Stone Cold into the cage. He's like, yes, I'm going to help my boss win, but whoops, I threw him through the side of the faulty cage, and Stone Cold wins that way.
Let me say something.
So weird. Like, he does it on the third time and Stone Cold comes back over the cage. Like, what if he didn't do that?
Power of threes. I kind
of love the finish, though. It's too funny.
I got an update here because I have updates set on my phone. Every time Dave Meltzer tweets, it comes up for me.
That's gross.
And it says AEW had the second most viewers per home last week of any nationally televised sports show. TNT does list AEW in the sports category. Boom, that's facts. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible.
I don't know if that's a fact or not. I couldn't tell you. Also, I don't care.
Oh, that's ignorant. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, I said we got to the finish of the match.
Yeah, well, fuck you. This was a very stupid show.
You left out the part where he says that Raw on cable was in first place.
Also, what's viewers per home? How do you even measure that?
That didn't say that in that one tweet, BJ. It didn't say that in that one tweet.
That's not even a
I know, it's the other tweet.
I was saying the one tweet that listen. I have an agenda. And if that doesn't fit that narrative, then why use it? That's my philosophy as a journalist.
My bad.
Stone Cold at one point in this match, I just want to say that, I think he kicked him in the dick and like you could tell Vince got like kind of doubled over, like he caught him. Stone Cold turns away and he is audibly fucking howling laughing. He is having a really good time doing this fucking match, so he is loving it. Also, Stone Cold at one point in this, Vince goes through the table and then he's laying there and then the medics are coming to him and you hear Stone Cold say, "What's the matter with him?" He just asks him what's wrong. He's like, "What's wrong with him?" Okay, it's perfect. And also Paul White, full circle. It's a beautiful thing. Circle of life, I say.
Wait, how is this full circle for him?
Because
is he going to show up that way at AEW?
It wasn't until we were confirmed to do this pay-per-view that he felt comfortable enough to leave WWE. We had to cover his debut for him to leave. So,
He's gonna bust through the fucking bottom of the ring at Revolution.
If he comes out dressed as some sort of fucking supernatural creature, if he's like the Loch Ness Monster, so that's his new name. He's the Loch Ness Monster.
The shark.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. I take it back. Do that. That would be fun. I'd like to see him as the shark. The natural disaster. Him and Lance Archer, the natural disasters, part 2. Perfect.
I mean, it was done WWE, so there's a good chance we'll see it in AEW.
I will punch you in the fucking face, dude. I will.
Sure.
I'll fucking reach straight the fuck over and fucking sock you one.
It was a great pay-per-view.
I gave it a 5.5 out of 10.
That's stupid.
8.5.
9 out of 10, baby.
Sexism brought it down a lot.
Sexism!
King's a piece of shit. There's a lot that brought it down, honestly. It's just a lot.
That's okay, but
advocacy of steroid use, obviously. Blading. So it's a lot.
That was ketchup, brother.
Yeah, I heard that. That's not true, though. Big thank you to George for making us do this. BJ, how does someone get involved? How's someone do that?
Patreon.
Loved it, George.
Patreon.com/ringrustradio. Donate to the retro tier. Then email us, ringrustradio@yahoo.com with the pay-per-view, show, documentary, anything a wrestler is involved, we'll cover it.
Yeah. Fucking, we'll do whatever you want from on.
And
hell yeah.
Alright, let's go on. You're disgusting.